Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E520, a 2019 P original wrapped roll. How is everybody doing this morning? Wonderful weekend going on here in Southwest Florida. Hope all is going well in your neck of the woods. We will wait and let some people get in here and get this roll started. Want to thank Ray Chupp for supplying this roll. He says there could be double die obverses in it. So let's hope. Get a couple people in here and we will get it started. Richard Sappington, welcome to the show. Are you in the rainy part of California? Talking about atmospheric rivers again. Dan, welcome. Hope all is well. Any good searching going on at your house? We're going to go ahead and get it rolling here. No rain right now, most of yesterday. All right. Hey, Rithy. See if I can kind of change the way I see these a little bit. Coin Junkie, good to see ya. John Murch, good to see you. Welcome to the show. No fines. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting a box again this week. Kind of excited for that. Trying to get the best view out of these. Shield sense seemed to send my camera. That looks like a good spot. Plays with the camera, the reflection does. Coin number 3, Shinbone. Lot of doubling on Liberty on these. A lot of doubling on the date. Coin number 4, Taco John. Let me see if I can get this a little bit. Better with lighting. Having to build. Yeah, well, a lot of banks are selling like, I guess the bank around, one of the banks around here is giving people 6 rolls. Some banks are $5 worth. The lady that I know that works at the bank, she's the assistant manager at the bank, told me that her Brinks driver told her that they have no more new pennies. So all the pennies they're getting are from what banks are turning in. And she says over half the pennies that they're getting are from customer turn-ins. All right, hold on a second here. See if I can get this to show up. I think I found, I don't know. Let me turn this over and look upside down, see if that helps. Think I see doubling on 7, 9, and 11. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Looks like it with the loop. Let's see if I can get it better from this angle. Might not be enough. I found a couple of these that are just to the point where you can't photograph them. I'm gonna see what I can see with the glass. Yeah, I think so. You know, with the electronic fund transfers and stuff. I don't disagree. Yeah, I'm going to say no on that. Ooh, took the wrong person, put it in the wrong slot. Nanostacks, welcome to the show. Turn the light down a little bit. Coin number 7, DC. All right, that seems pretty good right there. Not speaking much because I'm concentrating on trying to see stuff. When somebody tells me there's probably something in a roll, I gotta spend more time until I find out what I'm looking at. All right, that's what I thought. We got something here, right on Liberty. And you can see it when you turn it. There's extra width on the Y right there. So let's see what we got here. Let me look at Wexler's. Oh, there's a couple nice double ties going through the list. This one is very similar to 1D01, but the die crack on the head doesn't match. Ah, there's one. Let's see. That matches a little bit more. So possible. Got a little die ding right there. There's tons of them on Wexler, so we're going to go down, see what we find. Not a lot of fatties on. nothing that I can definitively match up. Let's look at this again. So this one is going to have to be held out. $6 and $11 on copper coins. 6. Oh, that actually might be number 11. That is number 11. 1mm11. Let's see here. You said it could be a double listing with 6. Let me see. Well, you could be right, Rithy. See. Believe you are right. Good eye. So this is 1D06/11. So 11 will be moved over. First variety in the roll. Next coin. Trip. Some reflection that was playing with me before. Coin number 10, Steve A. Good to see Steve A back in the thick of things. I do look at these again with the loop, especially the shield, since I spend a lot more time on these just because the reflection messes with the camera. This camera works great, except for about Lincoln Sense like 2009 up. It seems like when they went to the new design, the reflection was just awful. MJ Ash, welcome. Hope all is well with you. Ray's Penny Farm, how are you? Good. This is another 1D06. You can see this mark right here, this mark right here, and then we'll turn it over. And there's a little clash or something right there. It is, Richard. Almost all of them end up getting the die crack. Same with the die crack on the forehead, but they usually are different. So you usually can match them up just by the shape of the crack, if you're very careful. All right, we got something here. This is going to be a good one. All right, let's look at copper coins first. Go to Wexler's. All right, let me start whipping through that. That is 1D01, are you sure? Well, that matches. I guess you could be right. There's no picture of the date, and the date's pretty... That's there. This is 1D01. I don't know why there's no picture of the date, because that date's pretty fat. So we got 1D01 for Carrie. Thank you, Brithy. I don't have these memorized. Evolution, revolution. This is 1D06. We're finding some stuff now. I'm going to let me take a look with the loop. Just make sure I didn't miss any of those 1D06s on the first few coins. All right, one more. And I didn't miss any. Yay. Coin 15, Carl. Do have a 61D roll I'll be doing probably about the same time tomorrow. So hope to see everybody there. It is a Fed Reserve of Minneapolis roll. Coin 16. Mr. Ash. And we got another double die. Trying to find this one. Doesn't seem to be that. It's got a significant crack on the shield, so that should be something we can use. Let's see this one. Nope. That looked pretty close. I don't see this one, so I'm going to have to put it aside. It's similar to 3 or 4 different. I'm going to run through these again. See if I can get... Let me try this. I'm going to regret this, I know. All right, this is definitely doubling. Don't see it, so we will have to address that. You know, if I think from what I heard, it's going to for sure be made in It sounded like they might be selling rolls through the mint. All right, I think this lighting is a little bit better. Yes, it is definitely better. So 3 different double die obverses. Yeah, that there. I don't think there's anything set, but I have heard that they're supposed to come in sets and possibly rolls. And I've heard 2 things, that they could be on the zinc. There's another one of the unidentified. Nope, this is 1DO1, I believe. See, that one for Mr. Ash didn't have the thick Liberty. It did not. So 1DO1. Let me see. I just get a marker here real quick if I can. That's that for sure. And the die dot right there. All right. So our second 1DO1. Where did I put those? Over here. Coin 20, Dan. This roll is taking a little longer than usual. Trying to be a little more careful. I do need to search a bunch of these. I need to build my skills. This is the same die that Mr. Ash got. It should have a die crack right there. All right. So we've got 2 of those now. We've got 2 of everything. Coin 22 for Carl. Coin 23. Kurt. And this, I think, is the one, like, 3rd copy. This should have the big die crack on the shield. It does. So that's a 3rd one of those. That is something that's not listed on Copper Coins that I see, and I didn't see it on Wexler's. Very similar to WDD07 though. The die crack on the shield is different. There's even another one. Definitely a listable DDR or DDO. Coin 25, Taco John. Uh, 62D. Stuck in a die. I think it's a die cap. I mean, just from description, without seeing it, it would be difficult to say, but it very well could be a die cap. And that's a pretty cool find. I believe this is die pair number 3. Yep, with the narrow Liberty. Actually, this is different from that. So let's look again. Let's look at this. To WDDO number 7, because it looks the same. Maybe. That's all I can do. Let me see if I can find something else. It is the same. Let's see if it's got this by the E. Just seems a little earlier, but those are on it. Let's see if the die crack by the T is on it. Well, maybe they're different. Yeah, that's not on it either. Die crack by the O. That's not on it. Let's look at obverse. Something on the obverse to compare it to. That right there. Oh, these are different. Definitely different. So I will have to figure this one out too. Oh, I think they said it could be this one. 9. Let me look. There's no way. Can't tell that either. So this one goes here. Tripwit, welcome. Next coin, Stan. Coin 28, Mickey. Yeah, this light is definitely better. I've got my light way in the air for this. Definitely can see a lot better on these. I'm going to have to remember that. Anybody got any big plans going on this weekend? I know I don't. Been working on packages. Had to edit a bunch of 60D photos so I could do a big pile of 60Ds that I have to attribute. That has been the delay on shipping packages. Disc golf, all right. Can be fun. My son used to play a lot of disc golf. Getting the car an oil change. Oh, that's always good. I've got to do an oil change on my car, as a matter of fact. I might do that in the morning. Coin 32, Brad. Or maybe I'll do it tonight, this afternoon. I don't know. There we go. We got another one here. I think this is WDDO or 1DO number 1. It is. There's the little die dot right there. You can even see the doubling. No plans. Oh, that's cool. Coin 33, Kurt. Buy a new coffee maker. Uh-oh. That kind of tells me that your coffee maker broke. I hate when that happens. Seen this die pair before. Yeah, this time we bought a Keurig that does pot and pods, and I like it. It wasn't that much more than buying a regular coffee maker. This should be 1DO11 or 1DO6, and it is. Did you get a variety? Well, let me look, Brad. Oh, man. Not that one, you didn't. Yes, you've got an unidentified DDO, 2 done, and then you've got one that is 1DO number 1. So you've got 2 so far, Brad. Well, at least you're able to make coffee. Yeah, let's go get you a new one or Amazon it. unless you're going to the store anyways. There is a one deal 6. So Carl got a 1 deal 6. Now we're getting a bunch of varieties again. Next coin for Paul. Ah, cool. Excellent. Coin 38 for Stan. You know, Mr. Coffee's, they don't disappoint, do they? And we actually had a Mr. Coffee that did Keurigs for a while. And now I notice that they're just as expensive as the real Keurig and they're not as good. But the old Mr. Coffee was great, especially until they got sued for the boiling water, or for their coffee being too hot, and then it didn't brew as hot anymore. I had an old one that my dad gave me that was from the 70s, and that thing, the coffee was just shy of being boiled. It was awesome, and it lasted until God, I think I actually lost it in a divorce, of all things. I think my practice wife ended up keeping it. You know, I got to say, this one I got now, Brad, I love it. It's a Keurig that does the full pots, or a 1 cup at a time with the pods. There is a 1 deal 6/11. Frank. I would not hesitate to buy this one again. I think we only paid like $130 something for it, which is more than I would like to pay for a coffee maker. But I like the Keurig. I like, because me and my wife both get up at different times, and I can't drink a whole pot of coffee anymore. Joe DiMaggio, that's right, Mr. Coffee. He was Mr. Coffee. Joltin' Joe, yeah. Baseball of that era, they were strange fellows. My aunt, I guess back during World War II or after World War II, dated Hank Greenberg. This is 1 deal 1, and she ended up dumping him because he wouldn't put out as soon as baseball season started, and he said it ruined his performance, so he couldn't do that. And she said, well, the dude played baseball like 9 months out of the year and was always doing something with baseball, so it was like, didn't work out. Coin 45. So a pretty good roll. We'll do a quick recap after. Laugh out loud. That's right. That's right. When she told me that, matter of fact, we were drinking a cup of coffee, about spit my coffee out. She ended up living to 100, or just about 100, maybe like a couple days from 100. Had a good life. Coin 46. Just by the time we get done, I learn what coins or what die pairs we're looking at. It's going to make it easy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. 48. And we got 1D01 for Brad. I think that's his second. I think all three of Brad's coins ended up being a die variety. We will find out here after two more. This is one of the unattributed. No, that's die 1D01. You know, let me see something on this. Oh, that's right. That's different. And the last coin in the roll for Carl. Seen that one, and that is it. So we will recap this roll. We've got one unidentified that was different for Paul, and an unidentified for Shinbone, Kurt, Brad, and MJ Ash. Then we've got 1DO6/11. I'm going to have to fix that. Good eye. Thank you, Rithy. And thanks again, Ray Chupp. He supplied this roll. Mickey, Carl, Shinbone, Evolution, Jim, and Farm Dog for 1DO6. And 1DO1 goes to Mickey, Brad, Evolution, Brad, Mark, and Carrie. Congratulations, everybody. Tomorrow I will be where are they? We'll be doing this roll right here. Fed Reserve of Minneapolis roll. Hope to see everybody there. I want to thank everybody for joining. It's always a pleasure to spend my day with you. Hope to see you around the neighborhood, and we'll talk to you later.